Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Sunday, June 2nd. So, much has happened. I mean, I don't want to say much. I mean, it's been a couple days. The end of the work week was pretty tedious. We had Thursday and Friday were in the same case, and it was two pretty difficult days. But we got through them. We always get through it. And then Saturday had a hair appointment, so I got my hair cut. It hadn't been cut, I want to say, in about 5 months. So I got it cut a little bit and got some more blonde in it. And it's very poofy now because she put mousse in it and stuff. But yeah, I was pleased. I just needed a little bit of a change, right? So I'm trying to think where to even begin because let's just start with the stuff that I got. So, well, I'll talk about today. So today, I wanted to go look for an accent chair. Things have been happening with the library. So I found a main chair on Amazon, the bookshelf that I wanted, and I had an idea of getting 2 other bookshelves. One for under the window, and then one for along the rail. And that would kind of fill the room. So I was looking and looking and found them. The one for under the window, excuse me, it's touted as like a shoe cubby because it has a cushion on the top. And I thought that was cool that you could sit there. And I needed something kind of small. Didn't need something big there. That was only $50. So today, I ordered the rug yesterday. I have the side table here, which I'm going to try to put together. You can see the little bit of the box right there. I'm going to put together after I do this video. I have a little lamp ordered that's coming for the table. And I have, like, I bought another, like, tall lamp that is going to go on the other side of the chair. So today I ordered the chair because Facebook Marketplace. Sir, ma'am, a challenging experience. And yeah, so everything is ordered. I just have to wait for it to come in and then us to have time to put together the bookshelves because I can't do that one person. Like it takes 2 people. And Bill has been working so very hard and working like 18 days in a row or something crazy like that. So but at least I'll be able to get it. So, you know how there's all that furniture in there, right? Well, Bill decided he didn't want to sell it. I mean, this furniture is really old. It's falling apart in some places. And my dad has a hauling company. So I said, you know, I know he'll come get it for me. And he is. He's coming tomorrow morning. I'm off work tomorrow. So when he clears all of it out, I'm going to clean the floor, clean the baseboards, really clean everything. I cleaned the windowsills yesterday. That way it'll be ready for the rug, the furniture, all of that. So I would say within the next 3 weeks, the library should be together. Exciting. It's exciting. So, yeah, today, I'll show you what I got today. I went to the Dollar Tree. I went to like 7 places. And you know, I am a homebody. I don't really go out everywhere usually. Boy, was it an eye-opener. I was glad to come home. So I was up at 4:30 this morning. I know, I've been getting up so early, but getting a lot done. Bill had left for work. So I got up and got stuff done. I cleaned out a closet, did some stitching, and mapped out my day. So I went to the grocery store first. I was there at 8 o'clock, got that done, and then had an idea of trying to find an accent chair. You know, like the armless chairs. I don't need something big and giant. I just want an accent chair. I found one on Amazon that I really like for $115. But I was saying, if I find one cheaper, great. No, I didn't. We have a couple thrift stores and antique stores in our area. So after the grocery store and I came home and I had something to eat, I went back out. And I went to the antique store first, which is huge and very overwhelming because there is stuff everywhere. I did find a book though, so let me show you that. I've been wanting to read this. I mean, this book is in perfect condition. And I mean, $27.99, I got this for $5. So that was the only great purchase besides what I got at the Dollar Tree. Didn't find anything else. So I will be definitely going to read that. So pulled out of there, and there's another thrift store that I hadn't been to, and I went in, and there was some nice stuff in there, and just like one accent chair that I didn't like. The owner gave me a weird vibe. I can't describe it. So I was only in there a couple minutes. And then I went to Goodwill. We have 2 Goodwills in our area. I went to both. No. And one of them, I saw a Jodi Picoult book that I wanted, but the cover was all bent up, and I said, I'm not buying that. So, but, you know, it was actually really disappointing, only because the images in my head that I have of Goodwill were like from my 20s. Now, that was 30 years ago, obviously. But before I worked at home, I worked as an administrative assistant in a pest control company and then 2 law offices. So I had to have like business attire, right? I was broke. I mean, single broke. I worked at one of these places when I was still in college. So I would go to Value Village. I would go to Goodwill, and they outfitted. I mean, I bought all my clothes there. Now I walk in these places and it's just, there's nothing. Like nothing. So I went to both Goodwills. I also went to Big Lots to see if they had an accent chair. I don't know what's up with the Big Lots in my area, but it's very dim in there and it looks dirty. And they had some accent chairs that the same ones like on Amazon for $100 or $115, they were over $200 at Big Lots. Ma'am, sir, no. So left there. Then I went to Home Goods, and they didn't really have any accent chairs. And stuff is expensive in Home Goods. So I left there. I mean, I went to all these places today. It was crazy. And then I had to go to CVS to pick up prescription for Bill. And then I treated myself to a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah. Cappuccino. Ha-ha. But yeah, so at Dollar Tree, though, that was my biggest success, was Dollar Tree. I buy all of my greeting cards, you know, for holidays, birthdays, all of that at Dollar Tree because they are 50 cents a piece. If you buy cards in the store, they can be like $8. No. Plus, I needed to get a gift bag because Father's Day, I always get my dad a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, so I already had that bought, but I buy my stepfather, Charlize's dad, a present. And if he doesn't tell me anything that he wants, I'll just get him like a Guitar Center gift card because he's a drummer in a band on the weekends, so he always can use that. He wanted a book, though. Always glad to buy someone a book. So that book is coming today, but I needed a gift bag for it. So again, $1.25. But I always walk around. So I found this. And this is like, you know, a good brand. But isn't that the cutest headband? Yeah, $1.25. Then I got these 2 pairs of socks. These like no-show socks. Because let me tell you, I don't know if it's just me. My socks, I have no-show socks. Now, they didn't fall down in my shoes today, I have to say. But there are times I will put on a pair of socks and they will fall down in my shoes and I'm stepping on them and it makes me crazy. So I was like, for $1.25, I'm going to try these. And I mean, look, there's a cup of coffee on that one. Are you kidding me? So got those. And then, now, this was months ago. I was in there. And I always like to look in the drink aisle where they have the sugar-free drink packets that you add in water. And they had Sonic Cherry Limeade, and I bought it, and I loved it. Well, I went back, and they were gone. They had it. So I bought 4 boxes. I could have bought all of them, but I was going to let someone else enjoy it. There are 6 packs in each one. So good. Yes. So the Dollar Tree was my biggest success today. But let's talk about stitching. I did stitch this week. I did get some books in the mail. My anxiety bookshelf came. Yeah. Favorite makeup that is new to me that I wanted to show you. So stitching. I have been using this lamp, right? So I had gotten this as a Christmas gift from my dad and stepmom, and I was going to use it only at retreats. It has a magnifier. Awesome, which I don't use that yet. But I love that it folds up completely flat. Can fit in my stitching bag very, very well. This is like padded, so it's like a non-slip thing. But it's cordless, rechargeable. And what I do, like I stitched with it yesterday, I plug it into my power bank and it charges it. It's fantastic. So if I remember, I will link this down below because it's like $120, something like that. It's wonderful. Highly recommend. Very good lighting, and it has like 3 settings on the light because obviously the highest setting is going to use the most power, right? But with this, the power bank, yeah. Okay, so stitching. I am still working on Cherry Hill Stitchery's Watermelon Summer and loving it. 32 count Lugana. I want to say it's taupe. This is what I have done. M and then part of another M. I did get the threads in the mail. Well, I bought the threads, remember? Steamed broccoli and ladybug from the Stitching Post. Those are that makes up the watermelon colors. I am the kind of person, though, that I will stitch the MMER before I go back and stitch the watermelon. The U is the watermelon in summer. So, see this needle minder? It's a very strong needle minder. I cleaned out my needle minders the other day because I had so many that I considered weak. Whereas the magnet needs to be bigger. If you're going to be someone who makes needle minders, be conscious of this. You need a big magnet on the back because I had a previous one on here that wasn't that one. And I kept hitting the pattern or the needle minder when I was stitching and it would move the pattern. And I'm like, this needle minder is way too weak. Needs to be a strong magnet, needs to be a bigger magnet. Just FYI. But I did place an order with 123 Stitch to get some threads and I got 2 patterns. But I also placed an order with Maydell, who makes the Pony Black needles. They are, now I don't know if they make them. They might. But when you search for Pony Black needles, it comes up. I like the size 26. So I bought 3 packs of them. And they came in this bag. So, yeah. Maydell, M-A-Y-D-E-L. It came pretty quick too. That was really nice. But the 2 patterns I got, this one I wanted to stitch forever, and I mean this pattern is from 2008. That's 16 years ago. Why have I not stitched this? It is Joyful Summer by Country Cottage Needleworks. The colors, I mean look at the colors. I bought the ones that are called for. So bright and pretty. So, absolutely love that. We'll enjoy stitching that. And then I saw this one by Yasmin's Made with Love. It's Find Joy, and it says Find Joy in Simplicity. And I'm pretty sure that's a rooster. Isn't it so cute, though? The pattern is so very simple, and it calls for, believe it or not, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 colors. You wouldn't think so to look at that, but yeah, and it's more red. Like, it's not showing up very well on the camera. The rooster is a brighter red. So yeah, I just really like that. So I got those this week. And then the makeup. So I am always, especially as I get older, I'm always on the lookout for good face makeup foundation and good mascara. Well, I think this mascara is the best mascara I've probably ever used, and I have used quite a bit. It is by, is it Ophir? O-F-I-R? And this is the mascara. That's all it says. And it's comfortable smudge-proof mascara. And this is the color Licorice. And it's really good. I really, really like it. And I want to say it was like 25 bucks. It wasn't cheap, but well worth it. And then I tried this face foundation, and I really like it. And it's, I want to say it's Foera. This again was off of a Facebook ad. Really like it. You don't need a lot. It gives really good coverage. And I'm very, very pleased with it. And the color I have is Nude, 102 Nude. So, love that. Okay, this week I watched Baby Reindeer. What the fuck was that? In a nutshell, it's about this guy that winds up being stalked by this woman that he meets. He's a bartender, and she comes in and sits down at the bar, and he pays her a little bit of attention, and she just latches on. OMG. It's the only way I can describe that. It was, I want to say 8 or 10 episodes. It's on Netflix. Mouth hanging open. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Wow is one thing. Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, for the library, I have found all of the furniture now. And what I think I'm going to do about the accent chair, I have the one I want on Amazon. When I see my dad to get my birthday gift, which is going to be an Amazon gift card, I will just buy the chair with the gift card. And then I put the other bookshelf, the third bookshelf that I want in that room, on my wish list because it's like $150. So that could be a Christmas gift. That's how I'm thinking of that. And I also decided to make my list of books because when I see a book I want, instead of automatically just going out and buying it, I will put it on that list. And normally I kept that list private, but I decided to make it public. So if you guys want to see what I want to read, I will link it in the description box. It'll be linked in every video from today going forward. So you guys will be able to see, because I'll be adding books to it all the time as I watch booktube videos, see things online, because I belong to a bunch of Facebook groups for reading and I get recommendations on there all the time and I love it. I don't mind having a ton of books in that list because eventually I will add them to my library. So yesterday, Bill and I went to Costco because the furniture out there, we had a china hutch that had a set of china in it. And then in the buffet table was a bunch of his mom's paperwork when she passed away. So we needed to box that stuff up. So we needed to get 2 storage containers. And I have to say, I was really impressed with the fact that they were only $4.97, $5.97 a piece, because when I looked on Amazon, they were ridiculously expensive. And I was like, nah. So we got all that done, but we were walking around because I needed like makeup wipes because I get them there. And Bill got a shirt. Like, we just walked around. They had Stephen King's newest short story book, You Like It Darker. So I picked that up. I love his short stories. One of my favorites is Night Shift, and it's pretty old. I want to say it's from the 80s, but I truly enjoyed it. So yeah, so pick this up at Costco. So we'll be putting that in my to be read pile. And then I received some books from Books A Million that I had ordered online and used a coupon. And then I got some books from Amazon. So I'm reaching because they're like piled over here. So remember I told you my favorite book of all time, The Crimson Petal and the White by Michel Faber. I don't know how you say that guy's name. This book is 894 pages. I looked. Remember I told you it was really big. I think the other biggest book I've read is Stephen King's It, which I don't know how many pages that is. It doesn't feel like it's 894 pages though. Loved this book. And I'm very glad to add it to my library. And then of course, another favorite that I talked about, John Harwood's The Ghostwriter. Got that from Amazon. dude, if you want to be scared, if you want to read a bunch of ghost stories, love that book. And it's mostly told through letters. And the ghost stories are interspersed in between because they tell each other the letters. Yeah, so here is the premise of the ghostwriter. Gerard is a timid librarian whose only real friend is his pen pal, a beautiful English woman named Alice, who is sadly confined to a wheelchair after a horrific car accident. They've been sending passionate letters to each other since they were 13, but they've never actually met. In fact, Alice refuses to let Gerard come to visit her. Does she have some connection to Gerard's creepy, semi-insane mom, who's also English? And to those Victorian horror tales that Gerard keeps stumbling across? What's she hiding anyway? The answers are yes, yes, and wait and see. This book is something. This is probably one of the only books I have read more than once. The first time I read it, if I could go back and read something for the first time again, I would pick this book. Loved it so very much. Then, of course, I had to get Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. You have to experience the book. The movie is good, but you see the book because there are journal entries by Charlie. You see how he gets smarter and the entries change. And this is one of the most heartbreaking books I've ever read. But it's so good. And so I definitely wanted to add that to my library. Then I had to get my favorite Riley Sager book, which was his first one, Final Girls. So there was a murder of all these kids at this cabin, and there was one survivor. And then there's like a club of all these survivors, right? Well, they start getting killed one by one. And you see the main character, you see the timeline of her mass murder of her friends. It's through the book. Like, it goes through the book, because I stayed up until like 3 a.m. reading this when it first came out. And I want to say this came out in 2017. Where's the date? I'm pretty sure that was it, because I remember 2017. Love this so much. Highly recommend if you haven't read any of his books. And then the only book I have in this pile that I haven't read besides Stephen King is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I saw the movie on Netflix and loved it, and decided I want to read the book because I want to see which is better, right? Love the movie. So, lots of fantastic books I amassed over the week. And then, so I've ordered some stuff from Etsy that is trickling in for the bookshelf in the library. Like, I ordered a bookmark holder, I ordered some bookmarks, and I ordered this sign that says TBR Road, which means to be read, right? Because the table that I have, I'm going to be able to pile on the bottom my to be read pile. Or if that winds up getting too big, I can put it somewhere on the bookshelf. But I wanted this road sign, and it looks like it's 3D printed, and it's really done really, really well. Now, I have bought stuff before that's 3D printed that you can see it's flawed. This is perfection. Look at that. Can you even? And I mean, yeah, I'm just going to set it on the shelf next to the books. So very, very cute. And then, so you know I am waiting to truly unbox the miniature furniture and the anxiety bookshelf until I get my bookshelf put together. But I wanted to give you guys a very quick sneak peek, because I wanted to look at this to make sure it wasn't messed up, because they want you to confirm delivery when you get it. And I have to say, I got this in 6 days, which I thought was fantastic for something coming overseas. So this is the box that it comes in. So it says anxietybookshelf.com, because that's the website. And this came wrapped in a big bubble wrap pillow, is the best way I can put it. And then that was in a poly envelope. And it wasn't delivered by UPS or FedEx or even the regular mail. Some guy pulled up in his car and put it on my doorstep. So But I opened it and I screamed. So I want to show you very quickly. I'm going to give you a quick glance at it. Okay, so here, remember I got the pink one. So there's that. But I'm going to show you. I opened it because I wanted to make sure, like I said, it's latched on the side. So, I mean, when I do the unboxing, we're going to go through each of the books, but is that not the friggin' cutest thing you've ever seen? Like, I mean, there's what it's going to look like. Look at all the books. So the idea is you shake it up like that, and then you spend time putting them all back on the shelf, and it calms you down. So I can't wait to put, there's like 264 books. So I will be definitely wiping it off too, because, well, I can't put that back in there like that now that I did that. Because there's like dust on it. But are you kidding me right now? And having that with the miniature furniture that I haven't looked at, so that's going to be a complete surprise. I know I'll be screaming when I open that up. Because I have a wingback cushy chair, a little side table that has, I bought a separate cup of coffee and saucer, and then I bought like a little lamp that is battery operated. Get out of here right now, right? So that's going to be very exciting, unboxing all of that. And those books are really tiny. I just looked at that. They are really, really tiny. But if you guys are willing to sit through that, I will go through all 264 books and read the title, put it on the bookshelf, and we will do that together. So, But yeah, I want to say that's all I have to share with you today. I hope you guys have all had a good week and a good weekend. I am very thankful I am off tomorrow because my dad is coming at about 8:30 a.m. to get all of the furniture. Man, I will be so glad to see that room empty, besides my lamp and my books. And just to like get things moving. Like, you know, I'm the kind of person that when I want something done, I want it done yesterday. And I will go gangbusters and try to get it done because I want to be able to enjoy that room without putting it off. You know what I mean? So very exciting because I need to go out there and take a picture of that room right now while the furniture's there and do a side-by-side and do a before and after, because there's a page that I liked on Facebook. I don't know if it's a group. It's called the Librariantologist or something like that, where everyone shows pictures of their home libraries. So I need to do a side-by-side because it is going to look vastly different. Because remember, I also got a wall decal that should be here on Monday that's white, and it says just one more chapter, ... like ellipses. And Bill wants to get a new ceiling fan in there that's white. So it's going to look so good. It's going to look really good. It's going to be a good space. And, you know, I had a question on my last video. Someone asked, what's the purpose of a library? And, you know, I mean, it's multifaceted. First of all, not that I ever have anybody coming to my house, but if anybody wants to come in here and borrow a book, have at it. Mainly, though, it's for me to enjoy reading and to have a space that's not my office. I spend, and not my bedroom. Those are the two places I read, this chair and my bedroom. And I spend so much time in this room, in my office, that when the opportunity arose, I mean, that room has had that furniture in it for over 15 years. And you guys know at one time, it was my craft area. Well, the fact that I'm even able to turn it into a library is amazing, because if you think about it, I have one half of this house. I'm going to have the library, my office, my craft room. There's only 2 other rooms in this house. There's the kitchen, the bathroom, and Bill's bedroom. That's it. Like, I have half of the house to myself. And I'm so very grateful and thankful that, you know, I don't want to say he allows it, but that he just lets me use that space. And because it's not being used. At one time when he was first married, they had that as their living room. That was before the basement was finished. And it's just going to be an amazing space. I think it truly, truly is. And my chair is going to be facing the window. So like when it's snowing or raining, or if I'm up early, I can get a cup of coffee and watch the sunrise. I mean, it is just going to be a really fantastic room. And the person that asked the question about the library, they were like, you know, will you reread the books that you have? Some of them, yes, but I just love books so much, and there are so many that I've read that are amazing that I just love it. I mean, yeah, down the road, if the bookshelves get filled, I can get rid of some, no problem. But there are some, like the Ghostwriter, Crimson Petal and the White, probably that Riley Sager book, that I won't get rid of because those are absolutely my treasured favorite books. So yeah, a library, if you're able to have one, is a wonderful thing for sure. But okay, I'm going to end here. I hope you guys all have a fantastic Sunday and a good week. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.